Hey everyone! Sorry. Hi Jake. Sorry I'm a little late. I forget that my cat likes to rock across my keyboard when I'm not around, so I had to adjust a few settings. Welcome to my stream where I derp out and talk about music and play music. That's kind of part of it too. Um, just to let you know, if you're watching this after the fact, um, you should probably be watching it on YouTube because Twitch's appeal process takes many moons, and everything I've done so far is still has the appeal in process. Uh, yeah, I think that about sums it up. YouTube, occasionally I have to remove a song, but for the most part, Germany is the only country that gets screwed. Everything is blocked in Germany. But yeah, so I was actually going to start off today with Cigaros because, well, it's tough. It's either going to be Cigaros or of Monsters and Men because I had an interesting day on my lunch break. I am actually working on learning Icelandic, and I met online. I found a language partner where I'm still like super noob with the Icelandic language. So I am not really having conversations yet, but I ask him occasionally to pronounce words for me without being too needy. But I had responded to him on my lunch break, and he was actually, it was like 6 p.m. for him, 9 a.m. for me. Yes, I take my lunch at 9 a.m. because I work at 4 a.m. But he was actually awake and on the chat thingy, so we actually had a conversation my entire lunch break. So I am feeling a little Icelandic today, and I'm gonna play this one, which unfortunately I don't know yet how to pronounce. Um, yeah. So here we go. Here's some cigaros. This is actually my favorite song off that album, and I almost know how to pronounce it. I'm not sure about the F, but without the F, it would be quar and heim, and heim means home. So there's some progress right there. And this one is actually there's two different terms for it, I guess, depending on where you are. But it's mostly that the most common is Hopelandic, where he's just using his voice to fill in a melody, like a place setting for one of my favorite terms for the lyrics, but it doesn't always bring in lyrics. One of their albums is strictly Hopelandic, if I remember correctly. But because I looked it up once, and someone tried to put English lyrics to it, and it's one of those things that once you read it, or yeah, like once you read it, you can't unhear it as you're listening to the song. And I don't want to ruin it for anyone else because like I hate it because I know it's not right, and I still think about it. Hi, Yay! You were just on camera. It's not morning anymore. But that would be my roommate's girlfriend, although technically now she's a roommate. Which apparently, for her, it's good morning. I don't know how I'm gonna take you to the cat cafe when you wake up at 3. It closes at 2. earlier. So Facebook does that thing where it's like, hey, this many years ago, this happened on Facebook because that's the most important thing to remember in your life. And but one of the things was like it was technically January 30th, but I'm cheating a little bit for my monthly mix. I actually 5 years ago, January 30th, posted lyrics in Icelandic that I had like looked up. So this isn't just like me learning Icelandic on a whim. It's just me finally getting off my butt to do something about it because I've always been interested, but I never really was like, oh, I'm just gonna randomly learn a language, and then I was, and it was perfect. And the lyrics were from Kolnither, and so I'm gonna actually put that for February. It's cheating just a little bit, but I just think it was kind of cool that it's like 5 years later, and I finally started learning. And it's just fascinating because like it's actually off of Jonesy's album Go, and that's the only well, it's two songs. Most of the songs are in English, and that's one of two that is in Icelandic. And I've played it before, so I don't want to be all crazy. I was I'm like doing my best not to play May again because I played the same song like on my stream. I don't think I played it last week, but I played it like 3 streams in a row. But it's just so good. It was off my January mix. Night Day. It's such like I think that's one of the most important songs on that mix for me as far as storytelling goes. Cause it yeah. So I'm trying to think where I left off, and I think it was Copeland. I think I was in the Seas. So I was currently working on a mix for my coworker Francisco, a super belated birthday mix, so maybe a Valentine's mix at this point, or knowing my luck, Merry Christmas mix. But I'm also working on a mix for Yay, who is the Good Morning roommate, and a few other things that as I come across, like I'm always working on my monthly mixes. And remember how 2 streams in a row I said I was gonna write my blog for January? But I'm always working on the music at least. Maybe not the writing part. Talking's a lot easier than writing. But let's see. I just wanna. I think I'm to the point. Like I'm close enough that I can start narrowing down and refining the story for them. But so Coldplay. I have a feeling that if I play anything of theirs, I'll get blocked in all the countries. So, I don't know about that. But, it's funny. Coldplay has become at my workplace a, another way to call someone a noob. Like, you're so Coldplay. I don't even know how that happened, but it's like written in stone now. So, this is something I think Yay would like. It's what's the song I love the best? Maybe this one. I'm gonna go ahead and play Ice Blink Luck off of, well, that's not the original album. I became familiar with them off the album Heaven or Las Vegas because that was something. Oh, that is what it is off of? Because I know there's like. I know there's. I get mixed up on which albums are compilations, like best of stuff, and then which are actually. So Heaven or Las Vegas is actually the album it is from. It was the first signal off of it. So, and it's from 1990, so this was actually probably before she was born. It's super before. Hey, yay! When were you born? 93. Yep, this was before you were born. It's very shoegazy. This is one of my favorite songs, so stick that in there too. But Ice Wind Clunk is a really good song. Stick this for Francisco too. Wonder, I don't know if any of you have been watching either at the end of my stream or after the fact. I'm kind of curious if like the last half hour of my stream that I say kid, but I have no idea how old he is or anything like that. But in theory, a kid is going to come back and tell me about his relationship life. Since a week ago on Friday, he came in randomly asking for relationship advice, and then on Tuesday he came back in and was like, hey, guess what? I have a girlfriend now. So never expected that to be a thing, but I mean, who am I to deny someone very bad advice given by me? They asked for it, that's their fault. So, clap your hands, say yeah. It's a very interesting band. I'm trying to remember. Their self-titled album is the one I'm the most familiar with. I remember learning about them in college. I'm trying to remember who introduced them to me. I think it was a kid named Ryan. I don't even think he went to college with me, but he was local to the area. But college years, man, I'm a little rusty on that. Civil Wars have to exist. I don't know which, I know I have them under T as well, and I know there's two different versions of Billie Jean. Oh, so I already added Billie Jean in there. So that's good. But I need one for... This is probably a good one for her. I think she'll like that one. There's like two different versions of Billie Jean. One of them, I don't know, they're both acoustic, but I don't know. See, this is my problem. I hoard music, and I really shouldn't, cause like live music, I honestly do not like listening to live music unless I'm actually at a venue watching the band play live. Like, I don't like listening to live music when it's actually not live anymore. The recording is live, but it's not live. Um, Body in a Box. I think I already put that in my funeral mix. No? Okay. Well, originally it was before I lost my playlist. Body in a Box is a great funeral song, in my opinion. So why not? Might as well play it. It's off their album Bring Me Your Love. Yeah, same as ever. I'll probably ask this question every time I stream because I'm always finding stuff. I mean, maybe not. Maybe every stream won't have a funeral song on it, but if you were in charge of your music at your funeral, what's a song you would want played? Have you thought about it? I like asking that question. But I'm constantly thinking about it. Not like, oh man, gotta think about my funeral. But I'm constantly, if I hear a song, but it's like that for any event. It doesn't have to be a funeral. That's a perfect song for Francisco. Sorry, I just had an epiphany. If a song fits a moment, like that is, I remember. I try to remember. I'm getting old, but this is another good one though. If I Should Go Before You, that's a good funeral song. I just recently, I mean, it's off that same titled album, and I just started hearing it. I can talk today. No, I just started. I just recently found it. That's the words I was looking for. Okay, I think we're good there. Just let me go in peace with all the things that I forgot to say, racing through my mind. Oh, and don't you bury me 6 feet underground. Just burn my body in a box and let my ashes blow with the wind out into the night sky. We celebrate the lives of the dead. It's like a man's best party only happens when he dies. Just picking a few songs. Nothing too special there. I'm gonna go over it a little more in detail further on, because I know those are both artists that they would enjoy. The Boat is, actually that could be a good funeral song. For Goodness Sake is pretty catchy. For me, it's my kind of catchy. But The Boat, I think I've actually, like, one of my first streams that is, at this point, mostly muted by Twitch, and I didn't save it because I was super noob. So maybe you've heard it, maybe you haven't. But The Boat by Chuck Reagan off of Feast or Famine. It actually features Matt Skiba from Alkaline Trio doing a little bit of harmony in the background, and I absolutely love it. And I love the lyrics. I love the feeling of this song. And it's one of those when it comes on, I'll get goosebumps. I can't skip it.
shores and tossed to a watery grave. Set adrift in the depths of a drink in the hands of the gods we curse.
This song, this artist,
We call for help when
I learned about through a friend back in Illinois. He's, I think, super, well, the most was, he was super into Alkaline Trio, so anything Alkaline Trio, and he found Chuck Reagan because of Alkaline Trio. And it's the same way I found out about Heavens was through this kid, because Heavens has Matt Skiba. This is also, like, this song can be so many things. It's also a good, like, Eye Before the Storm song. Not actually a, I haven't opened it yet, don't take all of it. Just give me half. My roommate's a food thief occasionally. Not really, I offered it. But, it's not really a thief if I always say it's okay. But he's more of a food disposal. Love you, Jake. There's Matt Skiba.
carry the tune we love. Think of home when the waves and the going get tough. Hold our breath and go down with the wish of just one last kiss to rest. I feel it in my bones when the storm is cold.
Yeah, I love the harmonies right here.
Then I wait for the rain and the wind.
Like, and especially like the grit of Chuck Reagan versus the clean cut from Matt Skiba. It's gonna get good. Like that. Okay, cassette is something that Francisco's super gonna love. But yeah, anything even remotely Alkaline Trio related, like just like that, where it has Matt Skiba in the background harmonies, or Heavens is a band that I want to make sure I get the story right about this. It was a kid, because my friend told me that one kid, they have an album patent pending. They told me that one kid like made all of this music and sent it to Matt Skiba. Like, he liked it and he did vocals for it. Like, but maybe they knew each other. I'm not finding much information about them. So I don't know how true this story is, because like that's just what my friend told me, was that it was just Matt Skiba really liked what the other guy was doing and joined up with him. So actually I'm gonna play one of their songs just so you can hear it. And they're a little bit on the darker side, but that's what you can expect from anyone in Alkaline Trio. Oh, what do we feel like? What do we feel like? How dark do we want to go? We'll do counting. It's their only album, patent pending, and I like it. It's catchy, even if it's dark. I mean, who doesn't like dark stuff?
I'll announce the grand prize.
language in this song.
If you really want to take this back, I'm counting on you.
Anyway, go back to cassette. This is their super electronic upbeat, and I know Francisco would love this.
Softly whisper questions at you.
Which
you slowly die, gripping to my shirt. Consolation prize for coming in last, wishful thinking, cut down to size.
Weapon
Cut up
could
on the floor,
work.
watching me smile.
See.
Take this back.
I'm almost through, and now I have to just like start deciding what's story. And that's the thing. It is a story, but it's also me trying to bring more music into his life, because he's listened to my music at work before, and he's like, "This is awesome. I need more of this. Who is this?" Questioning the stuff that he likes. So I want to give him a little taste of it on his own, and then he can kind of look into it. And if there's anything he really, really likes, he can tell me. You know, like, "Hey, can you make this? Can you do this?" Like that. I mean, that's Sunday's pretty.
Deep inside of you, I'll announce the grand prize. Material spray painted carpet before your eyes.
Tell. Oh,
Better fucking believe it.
there it is.
Take this back if you really want to.
Lucky Street was the first song I ever heard by Cartel.
I'm counting on you.
And then there's the Minstrel's Prayer. I'm actually gonna put that in hers. It's funny because my friend Caleb, I visited him while he was in school at the University of Illinois, and I had been working a lot of overnight shifts, so I was on like kind of a late night schedule. Like I got up earlier to drive down and visit, but I was still staying up late and sleeping in. But he also had school, so like he would have school in the morning, and then come back from school, and then we'd hang out. But he just because I was sleeping didn't mean he wasn't gonna do his own thing. And there was one day that he was playing the Minstrel's Prayer on repeat, and I just like kept kind of like dozing off and waking back up, and I didn't. At first, I just thought I was doing that a lot. I didn't realize the song was on repeat. I just thought I kept like waking up, and it felt like I had fallen asleep, even though it only been like 20 seconds. But it was actually me falling asleep and then waking back up to the same song over and over again. But it's a good song. But for a while, I hated it. I also kind of got tired um, of Cartel for a while, because like I love his voice, but in on my iPod there's this song that's just the letter A. So anytime my iPod disconnected and reconnected to my car, it would always start on that song. And I just got so tired. I'm like, fucking Cartel, why are you always first? Like I knew why, because it just for some reason started on the first letter of the alphabet by song. But I was just like, no, just shuffle, just shuffle. Why does it have to be this? became A-OK by Motion City soundtrack. And I love that song, but even then I got tired of it. I was like, no. Hi. Coffee is so good. It's actually, today's a great day because I have the weekend off. So that's like 2 days in a row, which is slightly more consistent the past, like, I have a really good team that I work with. And although sometimes I feel guilty about taking 2 days off in a row, they know what they're doing and they're fine. They don't mind. They're like, it's okay to like be nice to yourself once in a while. And so last weekend I had 2 days off, and then this weekend I have 2 days off, and then next week. Well, this weekend it's because I have inventory, so it's not really 2 days off because on Sunday night, Monday morning at midnight is when I go into work. But that's a necessity. I could work Sunday morning and then just have different days off, but I don't. I do not like working the day. Like I don't want to get off at 2 in the afternoon and have to go back at midnight. Like I need a Saturday to be able to stay up late so that I can. I'll still wake up too early. I'll probably stay up until like 2 or 3 on Saturday, and then I'll probably wake up at 10 in the morning. But if I had worked a normal 4:30 a.m. shift, that means I woke up at 3 in the morning. I get off work at 2 p.m. I probably will not be able to fall asleep um, before like I can't fall asleep right after work. So then I'll end up getting like an hour nap maybe if I really really try before I go back into work at midnight. So it's basically like being awake from 3 a.m. on one day until 9, 10 a.m. the next day. Whereas at least this, if I wake up at 10 a.m. and I can't get a nap again before I go into work Sunday, I'm only awake 24 hours instead of like 32 hours. So, that's a thing. That's my process. That's my reasoning. And so I technically have Saturday and Sunday off, but Sunday's going to be a little off kilter because of inventory. But next weekend, I also have 2 days off in a row. And that is because Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday ever, and we're going to do a bonfire. So let's see. What do we want to do next? Buddy Holly is also. I mean, I've known Buddy Holly, but my friend who is super into Alkaline Trio was also super into Buddy Holly. He actually has a zombie Buddy Holly tattoo. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? I have way too many Buddy Holly. It's not possible. I have just the right amount of Buddy Holly. Oh, this is so hard. Why don't we do Love is Strange? Here's some Buddy Holly. A little throwback, eh? My if you're ever in Illinois and yeah, if you're ever in Illinois or Iowa, they kind of cross over around the Quad City area. Look up the old 57s. They're a rockabilly band, and my friend that I was talking about, he oh, it's gonna be this way. He I'm gonna play um, a song they did after this, so you can hear. And you tell me. I'm gonna play Folsom Prison Blues, and you tell me he doesn't do a good job with Johnny Cash. But he does a mixture. He does Johnny Cash. He does Buddy Holly. He'll even do not very often live, but I've heard him play like his own version, a little darker version of Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, Little Red Riding Hood, which I seriously need to secure a copy of his version because I actually like it better. I like the tone to it better. Roots is really, really good. I gotta check one thing real quick. Because there's actually a Broods song that I put on a previous playlist for Jake. And that's not. I want to make sure. I mean, if I heard it, I would know. But, rather than click through the intro of each of them, I could just look it up. That's how that works, you know. Oh, yep. Thank you, playlist. Okay, yeah. So, probably that one. Possibly this one. No, or this one. Or this one. Or this one. Tougher. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna play the old 50s. What? The old 57s. It's a three-piece rockabilly cover band. My friend out in the Quad Cities area, and this is from, I don't know how long ago they recorded this demo, but this is them playing Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash.
I hear the train a-comin', it's rollin' round the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps
Well,
rolling.
they're four-piece now,
I'm down to San Antone.
which is great because now they can do some duets.
When I was just a baby,
But this is their
told
site.
me, son, always be a good boy. Don't you ever play with guns. I shot a man in Reno.
He's the singer, AJ. Alyssa also sings.
When I hear that whistle blowing,
And
I hang my head and cry.
I'm less familiar because I knew when, like, they've rotated band members a little bit just because of consistency and scheduling and life. So when I knew the upright bass, it was Shane and the drum was Grant. But I know they both had things to get to. So I'm unfamiliar with these two,
They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big
but
cigars. Well, I know
they're still they're a great band live. Like they're not just I'm gonna play these songs and be done. They really get into it with the crowd.
keep moving, and that's what tortures me.
So. It's like sometimes, I mean, I think he does a great job with his voice, but sometimes even bands that don't have it all together, they still, the crowd participation is part of it when you play live.
Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, you'd bet I'd move it on a little further down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay.
like it, check them out. So, I think we're gonna do "Taking You There" by Broods off of the Broods EP.
In the dead of night, I'll meet you in my sleep.
These guys, I honestly can't remember how I found them. I think it was through Spotify, honestly. I find a lot of stuff through Spotify.
My way and forget what I need. Just remind me now of what you give to me. If you hold my hand and take me where you go, I'll show you the side that no one knows. Taking you
I'm trying to think if Bright Eyes would be good for Ye. I think she'd like this song, but I don't know how well she'd catch on to the theme. She has a really good grasp of English, but still. I shouldn't underestimate. Brand new. At the bottom is like that might stick that there for right now. It's a darker song as well, but it's so good. So good. But some of the other songs on this album I was very less impressed with. Actually, one song I really like, and that's one of my favorites. But it's a demo, which they actually were selling a cassette, but I don't have any money at the moment, so as much as I really wanted the cassette, I did not buy it. Boys Night Out. I really, really love Hold On Tightly, Let Go Lightly. That is, I can't remember who recommended them to me, so I got but it was around when Make Yourself Sick came out, and I got that. Trainwreck is an amazing album, though. The story it tells is just, I mean, it's intense. It's just terrifying. Like I would never want anyone to experience that. But the way they tell the story and the singing, it's really, really good. But I still always will love Hold On Tightly, Let Go Lightly the best.
When you're left with only a bullet, I'll bring the trigger and a promise to pull it. I'll be the end of everyone who's ever entered your life and taken pieces out of it. I'll give you enough time to regain your composure, to reconstruct a heart that's torn apart.
I was gonna start with a comic for you guys. I didn't. I guess we could do a midway. We'll save it for next time. Let's see. Turkish music. So Bon Iver, definitely. I know Ye knows about them, but I know that's I already got her Heavenly Father, because that's off the Wish I Was Here soundtrack. And I don't think Jake has that one, so that might be the one song that he doesn't have that he wouldn't be able to share with her. And it's I love it. But another I've played it before, but Minnesota, Wisconsin, that one is. See, Heavenly Father could have also been on my January mix, because that was a song we played while we were driving through Joshua Tree on our way home. But we'll leave that. We'll leave that. I already figured. I made my choices. January is done. It is now February. But Minnesota, Wisconsin is one of my favorite songs of theirs. But this is a remix by Oliver Nelson, and it just makes me love it even more. Slightly biased. I love their self-titled album the most. Like, it's all good, but I relate the most to their self-titled. To check it out. I'm pretty sure at some point there's like backwards. Like, I don't actually know how they made that song, and I heard it a long time ago, so my memory might be like a little faulty, but it sounded backwardsy. I'm actually gonna put that for Francisco. But definitely, I don't know, it wouldn't be a good transition from this song into that one, so I'm gonna keep scrolling around. Looks like I have someone new listening. Welcome to my stream. We're about an hour into it, with an hour to go, so I guess it would be a good time to just kind of recap. I make mixes. But not like DJ mixes. Not like how Oliver Nelson here has redone Bon Iver's Minnesota, Wisconsin. I take songs and I put them to moments, to people, to events. I use songs to tell stories. Like, they already tell a story. Like, the artist has written them for a reason. But a lot of times I associate them with feelings and with things that have happened, whether it's specific to my life or just in general. So this is actually a song that I am most likely going to use for one of my friends. But I have monthly mixes that I do for myself. That's like a musical scrapbook of my month. And then I'm always working on keeping my funeral mix up to date, because when I die, There are not going to be any choir hymns played at my funeral, or I will come back from the grave and murder everyone else. You can't listen to that just because I died. That's the worst. Now you're all dead too. Like, that's logic, right? Like, that's how you do that. Don't give them another chance. Just take them with you to the grave. But, just, I don't know. A bunch of stuff. Eyes on Fire, that one is actually kind of like a rainy day song for me as well. But I'm always working on mixes of some sort. It's for people or for feelings or for months. I'm always working on mixes. Maybe next week I'll focus on like a Valentine's mix. Actually, this would also be a good song because I know Ye likes the it'd be tough between wasn't even paying attention where I was. It'll be tough because Heavenly Father is a really good one for her, but I know she likes Purity Ring and more upbeat stuff and electronic. So I know like she'd be okay with a remix. This is tempting. Leaf Skeleton is one of my favorites. There's a lot of good songs. But I do like hearing some of the remixes too. Like an M83 remix. I mean, we're kind of on the remix train right now, might as well. So this is Block Party's The Pioneers M83 remix. I think Fighting the Gravity is a very underrated song by Blink-182. I know it's different, but that doesn't make it bad. And I think it's great. This could be good for... I don't know which song. But one of these is going to be good for Francisco. I'm a little rusty on which lyrics go where. Definitely tell the M83 influence in this. Let's see. She might know this song, but I know she'd like it. If she doesn't already know it. is hilarious and needs to be for Francisco. Phone in the Pool is... I like it. It's pretty clever. I think... Let's see. It's not... It could be a Francisco song. It's not a Ye song, though. Let's see. Ah. Definitely need this. But which song? Got it. I'm the least familiar with their most recent album, but I'm still like, I'm not... Candles, Fires. I like that one. Postcards from Italy is nice. But... Let's see. I'm just gonna do the self-title, or the song, same title. Let's see how these go. Actually, I know I like, where did it go? Not that. In the Mausoleum. I do like that one too. Let's see, let's take a chance. And, let's play As Needed by Beirut off of No No No. This is a good song. I'm sure Francisco would recognize it because Twilight is like his favorite movie ever. But it's good. What do we have going on? I'm making a new playlist. There's a, I don't know. Only one person ever replied to me about what level of too much information is too much information. And, he said there's no such thing. And, sorry, I was debating where I wanted to go with all of this. But, I don't really have any filters for myself. I occasionally filter myself for other people's sake because sometimes, and I really shouldn't, because it's their own choice. If they ask a question, if they whatever they're doing, it's on them. I'm not like, oh, by the way, let me tell you the story you didn't care anything about. Let me tell you all about me. I mean, I guess in this case, you're not really asking me questions, but I did offer to. I did ask what level of how personal you want my stories to get, because I can put a filter on them, but I don't care. It's my life, so I don't need a filter for myself. And yeah, it might get a little derpier than normal. I'm actually hanging out with person who's a guy, and I it was like when we first started talking, before we ever really hung out in real life. I just, like, I was talking about just like how much music is a thing for me. And I said, like, I find songs for everyone, so I'm like, I'm gonna find a song for you eventually. Like, nothing. Well, good to know. That didn't even have any lyrics. Um, but I have no idea. I kind of know Bear in Heaven, but I mostly don't. So I'm just gonna play the first song off of here, and then I'll tell you where I was even getting with that story, where I was going with that story. Um, so this is Idle Heart by Bear in Heaven off of I Love You, It's Cool. Let's see what happens. But no, what made me think of this is just random conversations with this kid. But I told him I'd eventually find a song for him. It's like that for everyone. I will eventually find a song for everyone. Um, like if I know you long enough, it's inevitable. There's going to be at least one song that I associate with you. That's how it goes. That's how I work. That's how my brain works. It's not something I can turn off. It's just a part of me. But this made me think about him just because the artist is Bear in Heaven, and we had a very interesting, like, Bear in Heaven, Bare Hands is also interesting because we've just had this running conversation involving bears and puns. But I have no idea, cause like I said, I'm still getting to know him, so I don't. It's hard for me to pick a song yet, but that doesn't mean I can't like start to sort it out a little bit, like, cause like. I mean that's how it works. You kind of get a song that like you think is good for them, and then the longer you know them, the more you figure out whether that song is right or if you're moving on to a new one. Aptly titled mix, because I keep going, so good at this, guys. Although, actually, I do want Kiss Me Crazy for Francisco. Pretty sure he'll like that one. Beach House. Oh! Oh! I know the perfect song for Francisco. If I can. I mean, I know it exists. I know it. Um, Fudge. Wedding Bell. Yeah. Um, because Francisco's engaged now. So this is going to be perfect to him, in my opinion. Which, if you haven't noticed, this is Beach House off the album Devotion. Devotion. See, I'm fading, guys. It's been a long day. That there too. Bass side is very different compared to Beach House. I really enjoy the album Cult, but when I started listening to it, I remember listening to it when I was still working at Best Buy and thinking, like, again, every time I hear their songs, like, thinking how amazing they are as lyricists. But I had so much else going on that I didn't really get a chance to, like, pay attention as much as I would have liked. So it hasn't stuck with me as much as Killing Time. And, like, It's Not a Bad Little War is probably the song that sticks with me the most. But this whole album is just so amazing, like, lyrically. Even songs that mostly don't apply to me, there's always at least one line in any of their songs where I'm just like, yeah, exactly that. That is what I'm thinking, that is how I feel. And that's what makes me love it so much. But I think, I think Something's Wrong is the one that sticks with me the most off of Cult, but it's just not nearly as poignant as Killing Time is for me. That could be a good one. I don't know if I gave that to Sarah, but it should be for Sarah. I'm gonna have to play. Priscilla's a great song too. I think I'm gonna have to play Pearl's Dream. I think that'll be my next one. Oh, snap. That's actually really I don't know if you heard that. It might not be loud enough, which is perfectly fine because it's a notification on my phone and that's not necessarily the point of this stream. But the person I was talking about with the bear puns just messaged me, so I believe that's irony? No. Nah, coincidence. I like coincidences like that. I also enjoy irony on a different note. That's definitely not irony. But I enjoy both coincidence and irony. So don't be a dick. But alright, so moving on, we're gonna check out Pearl's Dream by Bat for Lashes off of the album Two Sons. This is a, this is a good song. I mean, I say that a lot. If you guys ever want me to play a bad song, I can do that too. I have plenty of them.
There's a place I must go. There's a place I must go.
God.
It's not a place I have seen.
I'm getting to the point of my hair where I need to stop wearing glasses
Down an ocean road.
or I'm gonna have a flippy head.
Past a sign that says good.
And you guys are gonna get to you're gonna get to see the progression of the mullet that's going to happen too.
Drown, but a starry meaning
It's inevitable. The way my hair grows out, the mullet will occur, followed as quickly as possible by mullet tails, like pigtails for mullets. Because I can't get what's up here to reach what's down here. So I put whatever I can in little pigtails. It's gonna be rough, but I can do it. It's been years since I've grown out my hair, but you know, it's nice to have goals, right? But yeah, this is a good song for Ye. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give her that song. Oh, Danielle's a good song too. Bugger. It's been a while since I've listened listened to A Bat for Lashes. I really I'm least familiar with The Haunted Man. I should actually probably put that on my cheesecake. I'll put it on a cheesecake. I'll make a note to listen to that sooner than later. Maybe that should be a catchphrase. Like, instead of putting things on your to-do list, put it on a cheesecake. Which makes me think put a bird on it. And I have heard that, and I knew it came from Portlandia, but I had never actually seen anything regarding it until a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago. My friend showed me that clip, and I was like, it all makes sense now. Give me the birds so I can put them on things. I wonder what would happen if you put a bird on a cheesecake. Someone should do that. Let me know how it goes. Okay. I remember this much about Banks. I remember I heard them on Spotify, and I took note of them, and then I got their album, and that's where my memory is. So I know I like one of their songs. I don't remember which one. Wonder if I can find that out. Come here, Spotify. Let's not do it there. Nothing against you guys. I just know it's gonna take a while. So I can just make some random guesses. I'm just have no idea. Let's see. Yeah. I have no idea when I found them. Brain. Brain was the song I heard, though. But I did find them on Spotify. I have a playlist aptly titled Wait, What? And anytime I hear a song that I'm not familiar with, like an artist I'm not familiar with, I add them to, like, the song I'm listening to. I'll add that to the playlist. I won't add everything. And this was the song "Brain" by Banks off the album Goddess that I added to that playlist. It's like it's where I put things on my cheesecake to come back to and figure out later. Except sometimes I forget to come back. Cheesecake gets cold, gets warm. I can't keep up with this reference. Let's see. I normally don't really go crazy with the water or the drinks when I'm doing this. And now that I'm drinking coffee, I'm wondering if I'm gonna make it to the end before I have to pee. Put that in there. Don't know if that's the one I want, but for now it is. Books. I think I already went through that. Alright, Azure. I think I already did Azure. No, I didn't. Just kidding. I lied. This is a super great song for Francisco, The Devil's Feet. That could work. That could work. But that could work, but that is a song that I gave to someone else. So, sorry. No one else gets that. Not yet. I think that's one that'll fade and it won't really be associated with him. But for now it is, so. I personally can't give that song to anyone else at the moment. I'm really glad this doesn't have a title. What is it? Don't know. Let's see. Oh man. Maybe. Ah! Don't worry, guys, I got this. Thanks. That's separate. The exclamation point. Atlas Genius. I always liked Trojans, but I never really got super familiar with the rest of the album. This could. We're gonna jump into this one and see what happens. It's Tourist by Athlete. Oh, I just keep picking the songs with the same title as the album for some reason, and I don't even realize it. Like, I'm not doing it on purpose. I just pick a song I think I want to hear, and then surprise, it's also the album title.
Yes, you're repeating air. It always warms my face. I wish I could buy some.
This is a side to mix making that I don't show on here as often because I don't know why. I mean, I guess I feel like I should have a better knowledge of my music library if I'm going to talk to you about it, but I'm constantly collecting music and I can't always keep up with it. And so, but there's a lot of times, like, it's stuff I'm not familiar with, so I'll just pick a random song and play it. And I will, like, some of them that I've already put, I use the term placeholder a lot. I put placeholders in a mix so that when I go back, I actually, like, I do a one-over where I pick a bunch of songs, and then I go back and while I'm narrowing it down, like, the next is a narrowing down, but the first thing, it doesn't always end up narrowing the second pass. Because I'll listen closer and I'll look up lyrics, and because sometimes I'm like, I know I want this artist, or I want to do my best to make this artist fit, and so I'll look up lyrics, and maybe the songs I put in there aren't the lyrics I want, but I'll find the lyrics I want and switch it out, so it won't necessarily narrow anything down, because I'll get rid of one song but put a different song in its place. But then I can tailor it from there. I know that I have all the right stories. Now I just have to figure out how to make them fit together. Pretty sure I already gave her As Tall as Lions. Okay, what is yeah, I did, okay. What about Francisco? No. So I gotta figure out what I want to give Francisco. So many options. This is so good though. Like, the two songs combined, that might actually be the best for him. So many options. Maybe that one. I don't know. Like, this is something where I'm gonna go through and look at all the lyrics just to get a better feel for it. But that's not because I don't know the lyrics, but because I need to be reminded, like, what I really want out of it. Like, I'm not 100%, I can't recite the lyrics from memory, but I know most of all of them. Most of each of them. Be a better way to say that. See, like this right here, this song that I just played, Tourist, by Athlete, that's actually an amazing choice for, I think that's a really good choice for EA. It might end up getting cut because it's an artist that I'm less familiar with, and I like to be able to back up the choices I make, but I do know some of their songs, just not that one in particular, so it still has a chance. But it could go either way because of those reasons. And she should definitely have some Arcade Fire. Haiti is one of... I absolutely love this song. But it's not... But I also love We Used to Wait. And then... Neighborhood number 2, Laika. That's actually... I'm going to go ahead and play this song. I'll tell you a story behind this one. Funeral was the first album I heard of theirs, and there was a kid. There was a kid I worked with actually named Alex, and I mean I've known a few Alexes at this point, but in this particular case, he was a sassy little bugger, and that's sassy's not the right term for him. Feisty, maybe. But there's lyrics to the song where it's like, "Come on, Alex, you can do it." And I would sing this song at him all the time, and he'd just be like, "Shut up, Meg." But I love this song so much, and I just love the story behind it. That like I kind of, if I you can do it. Come on, Alex. There's nothing to it. And this too. If you want something, don't ask for nothing. If you want nothing, don't ask for something. I don't know. And it's a catchy song. And always in my head, I'm like, well, pretty sure I don't want kids. For a while, I was definitely sure I don't want kids. Then I became pretty sure, and now I'm just like, life. What is this? How do I do it? Cats. But if I did, I do have a name that I really like for a girl, and I like the idea of if I had a boy, if his first or middle name was Alex, and then I could call him Leica. Like there's a story to it. But I don't think I'd name my kid Leica, but it'd be cool to have that as a nickname. It's kind of silly, but I like it. Suburbs. I want. Although that was also a song I gave to someone else, but I just love that song way too much. And it did tell a story. I actually texted him lyrics because it was funny because I was listening to this song and the power actually went out at work, which talks, I don't know. So I ended up putting that on a mix for him. But it wasn't as personal. Like it was personal, but not too personal. Does that make sense? Words. Remember how I do them really well? Animal Kingdom is... I really like Signs and Wonders by them, but some of their songs... Nope, I'm getting them confused with another band. There's a different band that I had different feelings about that I almost thought was this band, but I was wrong. Signs and Wonders is a... It's funny. This is a good example of like when I first heard this song. There were lyrics to this song that, in the moment, reflected feelings I was having with one of my friends, and I like it made sense. And then a week later, listening to it and thinking about it, I'm just like, no, it doesn't make sense. But it did. In the moment, it made sense. But sometimes those moments are so fleeting that you have to get it right on time, or you just have to let it go. But you don't always realize that. Like sometimes you can send your friend a song, but you can't make them drop everything and listen to it. So it's like that's happened like twice with that friend, where he's just like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, you were supposed to listen to it 2 days ago, so or a week ago, or I mean, life happens. But so like that, the problem of them not listening to it, that's just something you can't plan for, but it does sometimes affect the meaning. And it's just, it amuses me like how, like, I just knew when I heard it, I'm like, this is perfect for this moment, for this person. And then a week later, I was just like, no, it's not. It's super not. What? I don't get it. What was it? What did I see? But I knew at the time, whatever it was there. But it definitely wasn't a week later. That's just another reason that I love music, because like even the same song, it's like Donnie Darko. Like you watch that over and over again, you find something different every time, and that's the same with music. Like a good song, every time you listen to it, you pick up something different. Maybe not a meaning or an emotion, but you know, the more you listen to it, the more like you hear the drums the next time, you hear the bass, you hear the harmony, you hear different lyrics, you hear a different meaning to the same lyrics. Like there's so many options, and it's just I'm in a I don't know. It's one of those days where like if music was a person, I would hug them and never let them go. Good thing they're not. I would get uncomfortable. Okay. This is another one. Like this is super, super recent. I heard a song on Spotify, and haven't had a chance to check back yet. I don't know the difference between these two either. Canyon's version. Interesting. Guess I should listen to the original first. So let's see. That was Signs and Wonders. Oh, I did it again. Animal Kingdom Signs and Wonders off the album Signs and Wonders. I'm gonna play Maps for the Getaway by Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness off of his self-titled album. So I'm like, it's so many duplicate titles. It's either the song is the same title as the album, or the album is the same title as the artist. Let's see how this song sounds.
Parked outside the house we used to live. There's a light left on inside. Think of all the days we spent orchestrating accidents. Lights that used to blind us. Somehow they will
I knew it!
us through the night.
Sorry. I was like, wait, I know this voice. He's from something corporate. And I guess also Jack's Mannequin, but I don't really recognize that.
Following the
Oh my god.
I can see your breath move in the dark.
Something corporate. I love something corporate.
Years, the tears of joy, face of fear. Now that we're not hiding, somehow you're still riding in my car.
This is amazing. Like, I mean, I'm not saying this song is the best song I've ever heard, but this is so cool that I randomly came across this. And now I was like, wait. I think I recognize his name. I think I recognize his voice. And it's super grown up, something corporate. Aww.
Parked outside the house we used to live. Staring down
You guys don't understand how amazing today is.
the balcony, the hills, the pain,
Like,
the years of hope
like the opposite of Lemony Snicket. It's a series of fortunate events. I get it's like little things. Like those are the best days when it's the little things. Like I wake up to. You guys haven't really witnessed it too much, but I really like my puns, especially bad ones. And like I mean, and if we're going in the I might as well start at the very beginning if we're going to talk about how little things add up. And so today starts with my friend posting this. My coworker actually posted this to my wall last night, but I was asleep. Practical guide to becoming a true pun master. Except that no pun is actually good, but that the true nature of a good pun is to be so terrible that it becomes good. Say every pun that occurs to you. I'm so serious about this. Sometimes the most well-received puns will be the ones you considered not to say. Always laugh at your own puns, even if nobody else does. Especially if nobody else does. I'm super amazing at that. And then know that you are hilarious. Puns are a limitless resource, and you have taken it as your duty to bring this gift to humanity. I am a hero. So I wake up learning that I am a hero. And then I get to work. And it's just everyone was in a good mood. So we didn't have any of the angry entitled customers. We had a lot of happy people. I guess maybe because it's a Friday, you know. But not everyone that comes in has the weekend off. But it was just like overall a good customer day. Not so many crazy people, not so many entitled angry people. And then I go to my lunch at 9 in the morning, and I get a random text message from one of my friends with a bunch of letters and numbers, and like a code, and he ended up sending me a Steam code to Rocket League, which is awesome. But also, I'm like, my first response was like, "You are the worst," because I mean, heaven forbid people do nice things for me. But so I have that, and then I also have the friend I'm working on making acquaintance. I don't know. It's a kid that I found on the internet in Iceland who is studying English and is a native Icelandic speaker. So like I call him my friend, but I don't. Phoenix, get off the router. I can't reach you right now. Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't you want a treat? Tricking my cat, you guys. Do you want a treat? Come on. Look at it. It's the sound of a bag. Totally has cat treats in it. Good girl. Gotcha. So, let's see. Get another glimpse of my kitty. Maybe. There she is. Hey. Look at it. You're on camera. Meow, meow, meow. She's like, I hate you. There's no treats here. Not on the desk, Phoenix. You can go down, or you can sit in my lap. But anyway, so my friend or acquaintance or language partner in Iceland was, Iceland, was actually awake and active on the program, so I got to have an actual real-time conversation with him. And then, yeah. And then, I don't know, I was just... Some good music came on shuffle. And finding, like, little things. Finding out that Andrew McMahon from Something Corporate has a solo project that doesn't sound like Jack's Mannequin, which is great. Like, I don't even know. Oh, look at that. She's settled down. Good. Got a cat in my lap. Phoenix. I can't do it. Yeah, see? Right up here. Yeah. It's my kitty. Sorry. I'm a crazy cat lady. I will always be a crazy cat lady. But, at least I'll never die alone. I'll die with a bunch of cats. Sometimes a little sometimes I'm a little weird. But yeah, I don't know. I like it. I like just as much as having like a super awesome big thing happen, a bunch of little things is also super awesome. I got to take like I normally don't take my 10-minute breaks at work because there's like 10 million things to do and that's 10 minutes I could be doing something. But my coworker made me and it was nice cuz we just got to chat for 10 minutes, which we haven't done in a while because it's always like work this and stress that. So, like I said, a bunch of little things. Oh, someone might bite me in a little bit. I just want to pet you. So I gotta find. I've got about 10 minutes left on my stream. So I gotta find. Oh, sorry. I'm just little things. The same friend that sent me the Steam key. Uh, I'm actually gonna be making cupcakes for him and his coworkers. Maybe it depends on if he wants to share. It's completely up to him. But uh, I was just talking like I'm making lasagna tomorrow, and then I'm making cupcakes to take in on Monday for him. And yeah, the lasagna is for my roommates and their significant others and their family and whoever else ends up showing up. I don't know. I need another casserole dish at this point. But oh shoot. I bought ingredients today, but I probably should have bought double, but I might have some left over. But anyway, like I love cooking and baking, and I was telling him like I'm so excited to cook and bake, and he's like, I like cooking. So I told him he could come over and cook for us anytime, and he actually said he would. I'm not gonna forget that. He's coming over. He's gonna make me some pizza. All right, did I give Yay any Amanda Palmer? I did not. She needs some Amanda Palmer. Oh, but which one? Do It With a Rock Star is pretty. I like this one. I don't know, but the bed song is sad. So I don't know, but she liked a different sad song. I don't know if she realized how sad it was by Murder by Death. But Map of Tasmania is hilarious. I'm actually, you know what? That's going to be my end song for this stream. Map of Tasmania by Amanda Palmer featuring the Young Punks. It's she spent some time in Australia and she learned a little bit of slang there where map of Tasmania is for the lady area because it resembles a map of Tasmania. And yeah, this is a very unconventional song about vaginas basically. But it's so catchy and so good. So, pay attention and if you get a chance, definitely watch the video. By the way, ukulele. Also, language.
They don't play the song on the radio. They don't play the song on the radio. They don't play the song on the radio. They don't show that it's on the radio. They don't know that we are the media. They don't know that we start the media. I don't want to see what I'm making you. I see a bit seat and I'm shaking you. Walking down the street, I'm the lady. Showing off my map of Tasmania. Shaped like a triangle. Some girls want no shape and they shave it on. That's so wacky, hurts with this number.
she actually discussed this later because people were like, "Oh, what's wrong with shaving it?" And she's like, "Actually, like that's the thing. It's a song. You can write it however you want." She supports freedom of choice for like she personally doesn't shave, but she supports whatever decision you want to make as long as you're happy with it. And that she's always been an idol of mine for that because she's just like, I do everything for myself. I'm not here to impress other people. And ow, claws. Dang it. Kitty cuddles. Please don't bite me. I'm just keeping you from falling off. Don't look at me like that. I don't know. She's just like she's very empathetic, and she's also very like supportive. It's like, well, I don't agree with you on that. I'm like, well, that's awesome. You have your reasons, and they make sense. Like she doesn't really knock anyone down ever, and I think that's spectacular because there's too many people in this world that live to tear you down, and they're just the douche canoes. So anyway, that was Amanda Palmer basically singing about vaginas. The song "Map of Tasmania" featuring the Young Punks. And again, unless you're faint of heart, you should definitely look up the music video for that. It's worth watching. So yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping up my stream. Thank you, anyone who stopped by, and be doing this the same time next week, Tuesdays and Fridays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time. And we'll see. Might be working on some lovey-dovey music for Valentine's Day. Might not. I haven't decided yet. I don't know how much love I feel. But, yeah. Come back, you know what? I will. I will work on some Valentine's Day stuff. So if you're watching this, if you made it to the end or if you skipped to the end, either way is fine. Send me some suggestions. What songs for either in support of Valentine's Day or anti-Valentine's Day. I actually have made mixes for both. You know, for people who love love and for people who hate love. So, what songs would you put on those mixes? Send them my way. You can leave a comment on YouTube. You can message me on Twitter at MeganNagitor. Or, yeah, I think that's the only ways to contact me right now. I'm pretty sure that's all I have. So yeah, just or if you know me on Facebook, you can leave me a message on Facebook too. So, what songs do you love with or hate love with? And as always, thank you for checking out my stream, and I will see you guys Tuesday.